Hey y'all, Courtney B from the Pulp of Wood, and today I am going to be doing a video for you guys. I'm actually not doing half-inch bicone beads. I know most of my videos are half-inch bicone beads, but I got this really pretty paper, and I already have it all measured and cut for you guys. But it's the Lord's Prayer, and I just thought this was the prettiest paper. And I've had this paper for a long time. I've actually had this measured out for a long time. I just never had the time to, or made the time to cut it out and make beads out of it. So, yeah, I'm going to cut those out today and make some beads for you guys. It's going to turn out really pretty. I know it will. I love that paper. My scissors are making an awful noise. Sounds like they need to be oiled or something. And what I'm going to do, guys, is show y'all what the full length, this is a 12 by 12 paper. I'm going to show you what the full length 12 by 12 bead looks like. And then I'm going to show you what the half looks like, because sometimes I like to cut these in half because you get more out of them. They're not super thick and bulky, but sometimes you might want a necklace that's real thick and bulky like that. I'm not gonna cut the whole thing out. I never do for video's sake anyway. But yeah, here's what the strips look like. So I'm just going to roll one up, and then I'm going to cut one in half. Ooh, I like that, those big words right there. Some of them are little, some of them are big. I'm going to cut, just going to eyeball it and cut it half so y'all can see what a half one looks like and what a whole one looks like. So here is the bead roller I'm using today. This is the bead roller I use pretty much for every day for myself. I get in a habit of just using the same bead roller, and yeah, so this is what I'm using today. So here is what it looks like. You want to get as close to the edge as you can. I don't know if I actually said a half inch or inch tube beads, but that's what I'm making. I'm making 1 inch tube beads. I think I might have said half inch, I'm not sure. But I didn't mean that. I meant 1 inch. So you just take your glue and put it on the edge here. I usually just leave about that much on the edge. Oops. And make it nice and tight. I take both my thumbs and make sure that the whole edge is nice and unified. Nice and even. And you're going to find that it's probably a good idea, which I don't actually have, but it's probably a good idea to have like a baby wipe or a wet wipe or something on the side while you're doing tube beads, because I find that, you know, you got to have a lot of glue here, and sometimes the glue, there's a gnat in my room. Sometimes the glue will get grimy once you make so many beads and everything, and you don't want, especially if it's light colored paper like this, you don't want it to get grimy on the paper. So I always like to have like a little wet wipe or baby wipe. I use baby wipes for everything. Even though my kids are teenagers, I still buy baby wipes. So they're great in the craft room. And they also get stains out of clothes really well. Like if you get a fresh stain, grab a baby wipe and just blot it. Anyhow, so yeah, this is what the full length 12-inch tube bead looks like on the roller. And y'all know with my tube beads, most of the time I lightly tap the edges to make sure they're even Steven. So yeah, that's how it looks. Pretty nice. And there is the edges. They look pretty uniformed. So yeah, there is the full length. Now I'm going to do a half to show y'all what the half looks like. I'm trying to, yeah, that's probably better. There. I could have started from the other side, but I wanted these big words to show instead of the smaller ones. See what that looks like. Just finish rolling it up here. Ooh, that's nice. I like how that lead us is right in the center of that. That's really nice. I like how this one turned out. Just lightly tap the edges. And you want to do it even lighter whenever you use, if you decide to make, if you decide to cut this paper in half, you want to do it even lighter because you don't want the edges mashed whenever, you know, you get done with it. But here's what that one turned out to look like. There's the edges on both of them. So here's the difference. Width-wise. This one's more bulkier. Obviously, the longer paper, the bulkier it's going to be. I don't know, for this paper, I actually like the bigger bead. I like the thicker bead. I think it looks better. But once you, I mean, it is more sturdy, but once you glaze these, once I put 3 layers, I put 3 layers of clear coat spray on each bead. And once I do that, these things are like plastic. I mean, they do not, unless you leave them out in the rain. And I have had a story on one of my previous videos. I know I told y'all before, but I had a paper beads that I made once. They weren't tube beads, they were bicone beads, but they were 1-inch bicones. But I made them, I sprayed them, and then I didn't realize it was going to rain that night, and it was a summer night, and I left them outside to dry because, you know, and I forgot about them, and it rained for like 3 days solid on those beads. But they were already sprayed. They already had 3 layers on them, I think. Or it might have been 2 layers. 2 or 3 layers, anyhow. I always put 3 on mine. But once I let them beads dry, I mean, I thought at first, whenever I realized I did it, I thought, oh, they're ruined. But once I let them beads dry, they are, I kept them, they are the toughest beads that I've ever had. They're even tougher. You can't, you squeeze them like this, you can't squeeze them. So yeah, I just do I might want to make an updated video later on, of me spraying my beads, just so you guys can see. I've done a video before, but it wasn't that great of a video, but you guys can go check it out if you want. If I can figure out how to list it, then I'll go ahead and list it or link it, whatever you say. But yeah, I just do a layer, I spray a layer, I fully let it dry for about an hour, spray another layer, fully let it dry, spray another layer, and I do that 3 times. And once I'm finished, they are like plastic. And I like to do the edges of them too. And if you paint the edges, I'm going to do a video on that too later on, guys. But if you paint the edges, then it's even stronger. So, you know, sometimes you just take a little paintbrush and just, you know, do a little paint on the ends here. That looks so nice too. But yeah, it's just one little extra step, and it makes them stronger too. So anyhow, yeah, so that is my video for today, y'all. I just wanted to show you my pretty paper, my Lord's Prayer paper. And I just wanted to show you guys how these beads turned out, the thicker one and then the thinner one. So yeah, there is my little video. So it's not a very long video, but you know, just wanted to show you guys. So if you guys are interested in my beads already made, if y'all don't want to make them or whatever, you just want to check out my shop, or you want my bead rollers or just want to look at them, I'll have my Etsy shop linked down below, The Pulp of Wood. And yeah, I will also have my public Facebook group, Paper Beads Galore, listed down below. And we just like to share videos or pictures of our creations, or ask for advice and stuff. I'm trying to grow that public Facebook group this year. So I think there's 235 members of that group, I believe. So yeah, trying to grow it. So if you guys want to join that, you're more than welcome. And I'm also going to have my Instagram link down below. I'm not very active on it, but I'm going to try to be this year. So yeah. So yeah, that's my video. So I guess I will talk to you guys later in the next video. Bye.